The following contest brought to you by the Fury Unleashed podcast, available on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube, is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury Amateur Series Flyweight Division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, and he weighed in at a perfect 125 pounds. Fighting out of High Point, North Carolina, by way of Sanguin, Guanajuato, Mexico, he holds a perfect amateur record of 5 wins, no losses. Here is Happy Julian Nieto. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 125.6 pounds. Fighting out of San Antonio, Texas, he holds an amateur record of 5 wins, 4 losses. Here is Americo, Gordy Garcia. Your referee in charge, Professor Joe Solis.
All right, Nieto with the blue gloves. Gordy, Americo, Garcia, red gloves. Oh, nice kick to open things up for Garcia.
Oh, that one got him in the eye. Loud high kicks there from Americo. Going back to the well with it. I'll tell you, Americo's fighting like this is his 10th fight. Nice big slapping low kick there from Nieto. It's the second one he's landed. Takes an underhook. Not quite able to stuff that takedown.
Yeah, needed to get a little longer to be able to stuff that takedown, but Americo does a good job of staying low, had a really tight grip, and they're still pretty dry at this point in the fight.
Americo Garcia fought Josh Van in 2021. Lost that fight via unanimous decision. Has that on his record.
Talk about a tough luck of the draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Having to fight Josh Van as an amateur.
Yeah, and especially that early. I think Josh was 1-0 or maybe 2-0 whenever they fought, and so you really don't know that much about him. And so, you know, we've said it before. John Jones was an amateur at one time, and somebody had to fight him first. Can you imagine that?
That's the thing about watching these fights, even our amateurs. You never know. In 3 years, you can go from being an amateur to winning the pro belt here at Fury to being in the UFC, being 5-1.
Yeah. Josh Van fighting March 8th alongside myself up in Vegas on UFC 313. That'll be fun. I've been waiting to get on a card with him. Very cool.
Houston's going to be representing. What a cool moment. By the way, Diego Lopes announced.
Fighting for the
Wow.
belt. Yeah.
Oh,
It's going to be
man.
unbelievable. So happy for Diego.
I'm surprised Diego's not here. He's always at every Fury event, it seems like. But, you know, he is
I think
getting ready. Ooh.
I think there's 4 Diegos because Diego's at every event. He was in Australia. Every time I'm in Vegas, he's out there. Comes to every event out there. All he does is train and go to events, I think.
Man, Americo almost in full mount. There it is. There's the pass. There's the mount. It's been a dominant round here for Americo Garcia.
10 seconds left. Under 10 seconds. 5 seconds left now, excuse me. Ooh.
Good damaging shot. Strong round for Americo Garcia. Nieto had some good moments. Threw some really fast, hard low kicks, but it was really the high kicks and then that takedown of Americo. Really good ground control, slow and methodical, very effective.
Yeah, Americo reaching a little bit there, but was able to still get in there, get tight, get his hips up against him, get this down to the ground. Once he got it to the mount, Nieto was not able to get out. Dominant performance here for Americo Garcia. And yeah, I think you're right, Alex. I mean, this is his 10th fight. You see two guys in here possibly who are about to turn pro and really do some damage in that division.
How about crew Bob Perez today? Cutman.
Cutman duty.
Yeah.
He's definitely got the experience to do it.
Like it, we should have a career day. Like everyone rotates. Crew Bob on the mic. I'll go be a cut man. We'll just rotate everything. Mike can be the ring girl.
That's right. I'll do it. If I get to wear some of those sheath underwear, I'll do it. It's gonna be real embarrassing for Fury Fighting Championship.
No, you look great, man.
I'll jump in on repping duty. Man, Americo, I think he's had such success grappling early in round 1. I mean, eventually in round 1, that he's doing it early here in round 2. He's got to try to get that left hook in, does Americo. Or go to mount. I mean, he's done a great job with his optionality after the takedown.
And he's going to be careful trying to hand that hand off, that wrist off. There it is, that wrist ride. And now you can really do some damage from this position. Especially now, he had to keep his hand in front of him. Now, hands on the other side, wrist ride's gone. You see he's trying to get that back. If he gets it on the back side, that's even worse. If he gets it around that head, kind of that gift wrap, that's even worse for this position. Doing a good job of using the lockdown to kind of, and staying long. Makes that reach a little bit harder.
He's going to hit the same pass in the mount that he hit in the first round. If he can keep his hips flat. Yeah, doesn't even look to cut through the side control. Tries to go right to mount. Nieto with a little bit of a leg trap exchange, but I guarantee you'll see Americo do the same thing on that left side. He's just walking that trapped leg, toe heel to the butt, and cutting that knee through. Nieto then actually ended up countering with a closed guard recovery, but
yeah, Nieto. I mean that I don't like the figure 4 from the guard. I mean, because you're stuck there. I mean, you're just showing that this is where I'm going to stay, and so you got to open that guard. You got to be willing to, take some chances to get up from these positions or start setting up a submission. If someone's got me in a figure 4 body lock and they're on the bottom, I'm in no danger in that. Yeah. Other than maybe an elbow or something coming from the bottom, but it's going to be very, very difficult to advance your position from that closed guard.
30 seconds left in round 2.
Interesting leg work there I can't tell who's holding who.
Yeah, it's like a grapevine from guard. I wasn't really doing much. Man, you saw Nieto shaking his head. He's visibly frustrated.
He's trying his hardest to unleash some damage, but
yeah, I think he knows he's down 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I think Nieto's being a little too friendly here in this. I think he's, treating this like a sparring session, and I mean, he needs to get out there and be mean. The best advice you can get if you're learning to be dominant in the cage is you've got to be mean without being mad. And I think Nieto needs to, practice that here in the 3rd round. He needs to come out. He needs to be mean. He needs to have a little worse intentions here. Looks like a sparring session between 2 friends.
Yeah, Mike, you had said that on the last broadcast, and I really appreciated that quote so much. I actually told it to my students all week long.
Yeah.
And man, you couldn't be more spot on. I mean, you really can't. And like in martial arts and combat sports, doing damage is the nature of the game, and that inherently is mean. It really is such a fitting saying.
Yeah, I've been saying it since I was a blue belt when I was trying to figure out, how do I compete? Where's the line? Because it was hard for me to get mad or get mean without being mad. And, it's a skill you have to learn if you want to be successful in any martial art.
Nieto with a decent left hand to start.
And I'll be honest with you, Americo having no problem being mean in here.
No. And I think that's maybe the demeanor of Nieto. He's just a friendly dude, even at weigh-ins and during the face-offs. He was having fun and smiling, which is great.
His nickname is Happy.
Yeah. Which again is awesome. However, once the bell rings for round one, it is kill or be killed time. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, there's nothing that'll make you happier than a savage knockout.
Even
even if it's on somebody you like.
Yeah, 100%.
New nickname Happy, but inside the cage.
Yeah.
Notice some of the punches opened up the nose a bit of Americo. Nieto started kind of strong in round 3, threw some straight shots and got some blood out of the nose of Garcia. But Garcia was able to get another takedown. And he's happy to ride this top position out for the next 2 minutes. He's got to be mindful of a potential armbar, but with a guy with as much experience as Americo, it's going to take more than a closed guard armbar to put him away.
Yeah, training jiu-jitsu. Didn't you say training jiu-jitsu since he was 9 years old? Is that what you said, 9 or 10 years old? So either way, very young. And so, you're the guard is one of the first positions you learn, and the defense from the guard and how to posture, and especially as a black belt, really difficult to get a black belt out of position from the guard. Doesn't mean you can't pull an armbar off. It's a good position for an armbar right here. He's got to be careful here.
Notice Americo's right elbow. It's just tucked to that right pocket. He was not allowing Nieto's hips to get in that tricep range.
Yeah, and that shows that experience of, I'm in danger a little bit up here. I'm taking everything else out of the danger, and the armbar is one of the things that can transition really fast, but it's also, impossible to get if the person defending it has proper technique. Beautiful job of taking the instruction of the coaches there.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful work there.
Yeah, Americo Garcia just putting on a clinic here. Doing well standing, but also dominating the striking game. Very close and very evenly matched on the feet, but Americo Garcia just showing dominance here in the ground game and the control positions.
Yeah, really fought like a veteran with Americo Garcia.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty clear 30-27 win for Americo Garcia, and handing Julian Nieto his first loss. I mean, I think that's good, but I do think he is going to be a much, much better fighter. I think we'll see the best version of Julian Nieto next time we see him in the cage.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he took on a guy with 9 fights already. Just to put that in perspective, Julian Nieto's last fight, a 1-1 guy, right? So there are levels to this, and no disrespect to the guy with the 1-1 record, but it's not the same as a guy coming in with a 5-4 record who's right there as a professional. Right. So good experience, as you mentioned, Michael. Yeah. And for Americo Garcia, might be time. Yeah. Might be time.
Well, not just that. I mean, the experience, and you combine that with the tools that he has. I mean, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, a lifelong martial artist, obviously. Those other tools, I mean, this all adds to it. I think Americo Garcia is a perfect example of a guy who has used those 10 fights to get better and better and better every time he comes out.
See, the San Antonio crowd is so excited to have Fury FC back here in San Antonio. Shout out to everyone. It's been really cold here, not only in San Antonio, but across Texas. They've been braving the elements. They came out. They are supporting their local fighters. And it's going to be a fun night of fights here. It's already been fun, but on our main card, Juan Adams taking on Jesse Rosas for the vacant bantamweight title. That is at 8:30 p.m. on UFC Fight Pass. Get your subscriptions in right now and join us for some Friday night fights here in San Antonio.
Yeah, for those of you not in Texas or have never been to Texas, it's 11 degrees last night. It's going to be 80 degrees on Monday.
Yep.
That is Texas for you in a nutshell.
Texas is so wild with the weather.
Yeah.
I don't know where Wayne went. There he is. I was like, we lost Wayne.
Yeah, I think Wayne was holding out for a contract dispute.
Yeah.
I'm not going up these stairs till you pay me more money.
Let's see how the judges scored this one. Here's Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of combat, we go to the judges' scorecards for your decision. Brought to you by the Fury Unleashed podcast. All 3 judges score the fight 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Americo Gordy Garcia.
Congratulations to Gordy Garcia. Americo Garcia picking up that big win, 6-4 as an amateur. Get the final pictures in here. And with that, we'll keep things moving and meet our next fighter.